What's going on, people? Carlton Riddick here, online internet entrepreneur, blogger, all around business lover, and scoper now, of course. Too. Got on scope here for a while, been on here for a little while, and loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So, look, just had a quick scope, quick idea to do this scope because I see it going, I see this happening a lot. Oh, shout out, my website is carltonriddick.com, carltonriddick.com if you want to follow me on social media. I'm usually Carlton Riddick at everything, and also carltonriddick.com is my blog. What's up, babe? I go see this quick scope. So, hey, I had this interesting conversation, and it also reminded me of a training that I watched recently. And I figured it was something that really needs to get out there and really needs to get in people's minds as budding entrepreneurs, especially people online getting into internet marketing, network marketing, and businesses like that. You know, home businesses basically. You know, it's a thing that shout out to everybody who's joining. Please go ahead and go ahead and share and hit hearts, of course. But it's this idea in people's minds when they get started in business. Now, when you talk to somebody that gets started online, especially, like I said, I'm an internet marketer. Uh, it's funny because you say, "Hey, well, what's your goal? What's your first goal that you want to do? You starting this business online, you get into internet marketing, network marketing, home business. What's your first goal?" And of course, what do they say? "Oh, I want to make $1 billion. I see these guys, they're making $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. All this money." I'm like, okay. Now I understand that. I understand that you want to make that amount of money. We all do, okay. But let's just. I don't like the term like people say, be realistic, all right? Because I believe you can accomplish anything. I believe that anything you put your mind to, you can do it. That's how I was raised, and I totally believe that. However, okay, there is a process that you must go to go through in order to achieve these things in life, and that's the thing I think people miss. I think so. As someone starting out, this is my advice, okay? And I actually gave this advice to somebody I was coaching recently, and I was glad they really understood the concept. The concept here is to make that first goal a little bit smaller, and when I say a little bit smaller, here's the thing you really need to focus on when it comes to somebody that's just starting out in business, okay? Let's just look at it for instance. What is a business? Business, I always talk about business is basically a math problem. Okay, now I know it sounds weird, like business is a math problem. Well, business basically is a math problem. You buy something, you have a service, you have something that you're selling, okay, whether it's a product or a service. At a certain price, you wholesale it, you're generating it yourself, so there's no overhead in terms of generating it yourself. Or you have a product that you buy wholesale and now you're going to sell retail. The difference, here's the math problem. The wholesale price, the retail price, okay, the difference is your profit. That's where you make your money. That's business in a nutshell. If you take any business and break it down, you will find someone selling something at one price higher than they actually produce it for. Okay? And that's it. And the profit is what they make. So that's it. That's it. That's business. So, but let's break it down. Let's bring it down a little bit smaller. When you're starting out, here's something that you really need to look at, especially people online that are starting businesses and they're starting. Let's just say they're starting in a network marketing company or a business that has some sort of overhead. Say $150. Okay. $200, $150 is like the average price online, which is way better than, hey, you're trying to start a McDonald's or something like that. We all know that. The first goal really should be to cover those monthly expenses. That should be your first goal. If you think about, hey, I want to make $5,000 a month. Okay, that's great. That's nice. But what you really want to do is you want to cover those expenses that next month. You want to be able to produce enough income in that first month to cover next month's bills. Okay? In this case, bills is your overhead for running your business. In this case, like I said, $150, $200. So how much does it take to keep your business active and running? That's your first goal. So when you look at that, now you're in a business that's automatically profitable in the next month because you've already covered your bills and now you're working on creating sales and producing sales that are going to be profit because you've already covered your bills. So that's when I tell people that start now, I said, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to focus on how much it takes to cover and run your business. And then look, now you have no excuse. You really don't want to quit, because see, I think the problem that people have is that they focus on these large checks, and they get the check and it's like, $20, $25, and they're like, man, how am I gonna make it to $500 or $5,000 a month or more when I'm only making $25. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Focus on making sure that you have enough money to cover that business, keep it running, and then everything else is profit. The business is basically, it's paying for itself. So that's the, hey y'all, I'm totally just talking and not acknowledging y'all. Sorry about that. What's up, everybody that joined the Carlton Riddick Internet Marketing, Internet Entrepreneur? Hey, what's up, Jason? Shout out to Jason, that's my boy there. But that's really the gist. The first goal as a budding internet home business person, network marketing, whatever you're starting, you have to focus on getting into profit and getting into profit fast. And the way you get into profit fast is by covering your expenses immediately. So your first goal is to say, hey, mate, how much did it cost me to start this business? How much does it cost me to run this business? And then how can I make that this month, in these 4 weeks that I have, in this first month, how can I make enough money to run that, to pay for that, and have the business pay for that, so I'm not paying for that, and then now everything else I make is gravy, is profit. That's the key. So I just wanted to jump on, say that, hey, thank you for that shout out. I just wanted to jump on and say that, because I think that is what people need to focus on when they first start out. You focus on that, you're going to have great success in this thing, because you're straight, you're not stressed out, you're not like, oh my God, now I got to pay this thing. Especially people in network marketing, oh my God. People in network marketing really, they fall apart, because, they get on those auto ships and, they're spending $200, $300 a pop, and then they're making like, $5 because they made like one sale or something like that. And then that's the percentage that they're getting on that, They start going crazy and they automatically quit. And then they wonder why the average lifespan of somebody in an online business or a network marketing business is like 90 days is because most people cannot afford to now pay their monthly bills that they have in their household, and then also pay their business bills now, because now it's become a bill. It's not a business anymore, it's a bill. You just added more bills. So focus on getting into profit that first month. And then you don't have to worry about it, and it's not a bill anymore, and now it really is a business, because now you got profit coming in after you've covered your expenses. And that's it, man. If you remember this one thing, business is a math problem, all right? And you just solve the math problem, you're going to be straight. I used to love math. I went all the way to Calc 3. I thought I wanted to be a math minor in school, till I got to Diffie Q, and then I was like, okay, I got too many letters on the board. But anyway, that's a whole other story. So again, if you like this, please share this content. It'll be on my blog. I'm going to share it out probably on Facebook and everything. And I'll see you next time, all right? Shout out to everybody making comments, giving me hearts.